This is Ebony Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, aka the King of Receipts. Before we go any further, I need for you to put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Okay, you're looking good, so you must be having a good day. Shout out to the Viper Pit over at STL's, Bomb Cherry, Warren, and Denides. Peace to the chat members over at Kels and TMR Talks. And I can't forget about getting into it with Goddess and Tracy with the T. I'd like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Shout out to all my chat room members and listeners who might be listening in your car, in your kitchen cooking, working out, or just listening while you work. Your time is greatly appreciated. Make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and set it to all. Again, I thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Peace.
This is Ebony Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. Well, in this video, we will take another look at what Liv's life is good for. Lying. That's right. Lying. She spent over an hour making up lies on her two love interests, Gerard and Brandon. Gerard has kicked her to the curb and found him another boo. So she is in her feelings about that. Brandon has seen firsthand how she be lying on her live and has already called her out for capping. Remember a couple months ago, Reality of Ming and I caught her in a lie about a claim that she owned a house in Florida. After I looked into it and brought my receipts, it showed that she was in a rent-to-own, but never completed the ownership part. This was in addition to not being on now deed or tax assessor record. It was clear that Liv's claim of home ownership was a big lie. Well, I suspect that all the claims made in this live are just the same. I will let you listen to an audio clip of her just yapping away so that you can separate game from truth. I will be in the chat room if you have any questions or just want to chop it up. After her audio clip, I have added one of my story times. This story time reveals how back in the day, I was on my Russell Simmons tip and started my own Def Jam poetry open mic in Atlanta. It was good shows, but I had high overhead. I had to replace the DJ with my own mixtape that I put on loop. One host offered to forego his initial rate for a higher rate later, and the other host agreed to a reduced rate, but split a shrimp platter with me, y'all. That's right. She split a shrimp platter with me for every show, and that's no cap. But hey, the show was a success. I had everything set up where all I had to do at the end of the show was say, thank you for coming out, God bless you, and good night. Just like Russell Simmons. In this video, I have added a featured performance from one of my favorite poets, Tommy Bottoms, who frequently performed at my open mic. I also added a performance of myself, performing spoken word from my Love Jones music session. And by the way, make sure you check out my Storytime playlist and my Good Vibes Only Music playlist on my homepage for more great content. Well, all right, this is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it.
I hope I meet you one day, Carol. You are the only YouTuber I relate to. This stupid guy keeps calling me. Oh my gosh, this is so... Oh my god, he won't stop calling me, you guys. He had the nerve to call me babe. I'm not your babe. You're the only YouTuber I relate to. I know what you're going through. I get it more than you know. Carol. And that's why I keep doing what the fuck I do, bro. Because I know, like, real ones, like, you guys out there who actually, like, love me and have gone through some real shit, okay? Like, we're not gonna act like we're perfect. Like, these fucking bitches here on YouTube want to act like, oh my god, I'm perfect. I have the perfect life. No. We all go through some shit. But the thing with me is I have to level up. I have to level up. Like, there's no more excuses. And I feel like that's what God has been trying to show me. Like, Olivia, you need to level up. You need to get your shit together. You need to fuck with people who are like you and want to do better with their life. Okay? Not fake like you. Okay? Not want to be like you. No, you want to fuck with bitches that want to be better than you. Because I want to be better than me. You guys, I want to do big ass things. I want to fucking go out there and I want to fucking bless somebody like Carol's blessing me. Like, I want to be able to do that type of shit. You feel me? I'm fucking with these losers out here, man. Nothing but losers. And I don't care. Like, people can go and you can fucking think whatever you want to think. I know I've been a good friend. I've been a good girlfriend. Even the shit with my baby daddy. Like, I admitted my wrongs to him. I told him, like, everything. Even though I wasn't the only one that did wrong. He did wrong too. But I completely took responsibility for everything I did wrong in the relationship. And I was even willing to work on the relationship with him. Even though I know I deserve better. Okay? Like, another fucking conversation I'm gonna bring up. When I was talking to my mama, I was like, Mom, you know what? This actually came out of my mouth. And I was shocked at my mom's response. Because I swear to God, no matter what, my mother always cut for Gerard. My mom was always like, Olivia, work on your marriage, work on your relationship. Like, she always was there trying to tell me to work on my shit with him. But, like, I even told my mom, I was like, you know what, Mom? When I was in Florida, I should have just bit my tongue. I should have just accepted what Gerard had done to me. And I should have just accepted all of it. Like, I should have just accepted it. That way we would still be together. We would still be in Florida. We would still, he wouldn't have left. Like, I should have just accepted it. And she's like, Olivia, is that the life you want to live? You want to just live accepting a person cheating on you and hurting you and lying to you? Like, is that what you want for yourself? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And that's why I was never happy. That's why I didn't want to be with him. And of course, now that I'm not with him, yes, it hurts. It hurts because I'm used to him at least being there financially for us. I'm used to him, having our back. And when I say our, I mean like me and the kids. And I don't care what he tries to say or what he does or what he tries to make himself out to be. That nigga only cuts for him and his bitch. That's it. Y'all are gonna see this in a vlog coming soon. This is exclusive fucking tea. But I took that truck from him. That truck, I took that shit back, bitch. I sure did. I went to his job and I took that fucking truck. And you know what? You know what I seen in the truck, bitch? Yeah, I did. I grew some balls and I took the truck, y'all. I grew some balls, finally. He hadn't paid that truck note for 3 fucking months. My mother was paying that truck note while he was off living with a bitch, doing this with a bitch, fucking me over, choking me out, doing all this shit that he's doing to me. And my mother's been paying the car note. And I was like, my mom was like trying to strategically think of a way to get the truck back so he wouldn't come over here and try to fuck with me or try to take the truck back. And I was like, Mom, no, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna make you pay any more money. She was like, I'll just get a tow truck and the tow truck can just tow the truck. I said, no, Mom, I'm finna be a G, and I'm finna go up to his job and get that truck. And that's what the fuck I did. I went up to his job and I took the fucking truck. I sure did. He wants to be mad about it. I don't give a fuck. But when I went into the truck, bitch, I saw a $300. 300. That's how, I don't know if this nigga got stimulus. I don't know what the fuck he did. Maybe he's just balling out over there, I guess. $300. A Ross receipt. A Ross receipt. $300. Nothing but shit for him and his bitch. I didn't see a toy. I didn't see a baby fit. I didn't see no kid shoes on that motherfucker. I didn't see shit for his fucking kids. But I saw, oh, woman fragrance, woman t-shirt, man t-shirt, $300? Nigga, I swear to God, I think I was so pissed at that moment. Because you guys, honestly, I make money when I go shopping, unless I'm like in a store like Ulta, or I go to like Sephora, or I go to some place like that, which I fucking never go to. I hardly ever go to those kind of stores. But it's like whenever I go to Ross, whenever I go anywhere shopping for clothes, I'm in the kids section all the time. I stay in the kids section. I don't ever leave a fucking store without buying my baby some shoes, a t-shirt, some jeans. When I seen that receipt, I was like, oh my God. So this is where your mind's at. Your mind is really like you're a single nigga living out here. Of course, this bitch ain't got no kids. You're a single nigga living out here just balling out with you and your bitch. It was so sickening to me. It was so sickening to me. Because like I said, there's not a day that I go to the store and I don't buy something for my fucking kids, bro. Ever. Ever. And even the hating ass bitches in the back, I don't give a fuck what you want to say about that. There is never a day I go to the store and I don't buy something for my kids. That shocked the shit out of me. And that's not even how he is. But maybe that's how he is now. I don't know. It's not my business and I don't give a fuck. According to the fucking bitches in the back, this is me coming off as a bitter bitch. But I'm not bitter. I don't give a fuck what you buy for yourself. I don't give a fuck what you buy for your kids. I was looking for kids, for something. A toy, a pair of shoes. My kids need some fucking jeans. My kids need some clothes. Like something. Whew, y'all. And that was like a week ago. That was a week ago. And he had gone nigga really won't stop calling me. This man will not stop calling me. It is so annoying. I took the truck away from him probably like January 5th. January 6th, January 7th, right around there. He had gone shopping like the 1st, the 2nd. It was a week. I don't fucking know. It was the week before, whatever. I was so hurt. And I wasn't even hurt for me. I was hurt for the kids. You know, and he wants to say, I'm keeping his kids away from him. That's what he'll say. He'll say that. He's been saying that to me. The last time I let this man take his kids, I don't know where he stays. I knew where he stayed before. I never came to his house. I never disrespected his bitch, even though I have all the right to. I have the right to go kick down that fucking door and beat that bitch's ass. Because at the end of the fucking day, what is the principle here? The principle is I'm his wife. And bitch, you want to fuck with a married man, honey? You gonna get all the smoke that comes with fucking with a married man. Because that's what comes with fucking with a married man. She says she's not drama. Bitch, you're fucking with a man who's legally married, who's still fucking me. So I could have knocked her door down. I could have came here and tried to disturb. I mean, I could have came to their house like he came to my house. Story time coming very soon. This nigga came to my house just so he can talk to Brandon, just so he could tell Brandon that he fucked me. Okay? And that wasn't even a month ago. This nigga was doing this shit. So before you guys want to Before you guys want to jump down Liv's throat and think, oh my gosh, she's such a bitter bitch and he's so happy in his relationship. Girl, he was trying to fuck not even a month ago. Okay? And I still didn't call I have his bitch's number. Okay? I could have, if I was so bitter, I could have called the bitch. I could have been like, look, this is what this nigga's doing. You need to get him. Because he's coming to my house at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m. Before he goes to work, he's stopping by here to check on me, to try to come in my house, to try to fuck on me. All this bullshit. But I was still a G about that shit, nigga. I didn't call your bitch. You came over here trying to... And me and Brandon were chilling. We were chilling, smoking, vibing. And I get First of all, he calls me. Decline. Then he comes knocking on my door. He won't fucking leave. Gerard, just go. Just go. He stayed until he got Brandon in his face and he told Brandon what he told him. Okay? And that shit, like I said, wasn't even a month ago. It was not even a month ago. Try 3 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago, bitch. That's the type of shit he's been on. So, and all this lovey-dovey, he's so in love with his bitch. Girl, you know why I wasn't at the funeral? You know why I wasn't standing next to him at the funeral? Because I told him to fuck off. That's why. I didn't fucking sit there and coddle his ass. Oh, your granny died. Oh my God. Let me fucking hold you and let me fucking cook you a meal and let me fucking... No. Fuck all that shit. I didn't do none of that. Because you have a bitch to do that shit with. You have a bitch to go cry to. And that's what I told him. Go cry to that bitch. He said, you know why you weren't there, Olivia? Because you weren't even talking to me. Because you told me to go cry to that bitch. Okay, I sure did. You're right. I knew your granny for 8 years, but you want to take that bitch? Go ahead. You want to post that bitch on your Instagram? I understand. When I talked to him about the fact that This nigga won't stop calling me. I'm sorry, you guys. My phone keeps fucking up because he keeps calling me. Where's Carol? I'll make you a mod, Carol, if she wants to be a mod. Like I said, I knew I'm ready. Oh, yes, Carol. Okay, Carol, you are now good. Thank you, girl. Why do I keep answering? Because he's going to keep calling. He's going to keep calling. Like I was saying, okay, his granny died, and I don't even think I processed it. I barely processed. Are we good? This nigga said he's outside. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I finally put it on don't accept calls from block numbers. So hopefully I don't get any more block calls. So fucking annoying. Anyway, I just want to say this so I can finish up the live. But I don't even think I processed the fact that his granny died. You guys, I've known his granny for 8+ years. Okay? Like, sat down, had real conversations. Every single time I had a baby, I brought my baby over there. Like that was my granny type shit. Like, I was with him for 8 fucking years. So I don't even think I fucking processed that shit. And the other night I just started crying. And I talked to him about it. Like, I was so upset because it's like, how dare you bring that bitch around your granny, your family? Like, he really had this bitch in. And you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. It is what the fuck it is. I don't lose sleep over it. Nothing like that. But as a woman and as somebody who's been with him, fuck being his wife, fuck being all that shit, I grew up with this man. We grew up together. You feel me? Like, we've known each other since we were, 21, 22? Like, we literally grew up together. And like I said, no matter what, Gerard has always found a way to fucking outdo me on the fucked upness. You know what I mean? Because we both fucked each other over. We both hurt each other. We both done a lot of fucked up shit to each other. But he's always found a way to up me one. You feel me? And this whole situation with this bitch, oh, he takes the cake. He takes the cake with this shit. And you know what? When I told him, oh, you bring this bitch on social media, mind you, Gerard don't even do social media like that, okay? Y'all think, oh, y'all were together and you kept him from doing social media. No, bitch. He didn't want to do social media because Gerard's not that type of dude. But when I told him, oh, you want to bring this bitch on social media? Oh, well, you you had a boyfriend tag. You did your boyfriend tag. Oh, okay, nigga. You were that hurt. You were that hurt that you just had to shake the table, nigga. You gotta shake the table. You're that mad? Nigga, though. Ain't nobody fucking mad about your little friend. We ain't even gonna talk about her, okay? Look, cause I'm gonna be the mad bitch. Ain't nobody mad. It's the principle, okay? When I was looking at them pictures, and people were sending them to me because he's blocked, I'm blocked. We blocked each other on social media. People were sending me the pictures of him at the funeral. And I was looking at them pictures. I'm like, nigga, where your kids? Nigga, where's your wife? But look, if he wasn't embarrassed, I'm not embarrassed for him. He can have it. He can have it. Because like I said, all this shit was about was him being with his kids. Once again, how dare you take your fucking bitch to your granny's funeral and not your kids? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I'm so good. I'm okay. And you know what? When I first came here, she blocked you. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. When he came over here and tried to tell on me and tell Brandon that we fucked and all this shit, trying to ruin my relationship. Just out the blue, y'all. Out the blue. He had the kids and everything. He had the kids over there. He came over here. The kids weren't here. I was just here chilling by myself with my nigga. Okay? He came out the blue trying to spill the beans. I don't think I got him back. Oh, yeah, I got him back. I called that bitch. I said, you need to control your nigga because he coming over here trying to tell my man that we fucked. Do you know that? So now he can't see me. He can't see me, you guys. He can't come over here and see his kids because a bitch told him to. Okay. Like I told him, I'm going to tell y'all. You gonna let that bitch keep you from seeing your kids? Because you can't take the kids due to the CPS, the safety order that I have here, the safety order that's set in place by CPS. You're not supposed to take the kids. But I'm trying to keep you away from your kids. No, honey, you can always come over here and you can come see your kids. I don't care. I don't care what you guys want to call me. If you guys want to call me bitter, if you want to call me mad. I don't even know if y'all can see me. Damn, did my live fuck up? I think my live fucked up, y'all. Y'all see me? Because I don't see myself. I can't even see myself. Damn, I can't see myself. Anyway, let me finish this shit out then, since y'all can't see me. I mean, since I can't see myself, but y'all can see me. Okay. Ain't nobody bitter about a motherfucking thing. Forever and ever, I'm going to stress to you, it is the principle of this shit. Oh, there we go. I'm back. It is the principle of this shit. And like I said to you before, I don't know no kids chasing after a married man with 3 kids still fucking on his wife. I don't know no bitches like that. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. But like I said before, the bitch is weird. Okay, she looks weird. She is just a weird ass bitch. Even when I've spoken to her, she's been a weird ass bitch. And that's fine. He can have that. Because guess what? When I move and I disappear, that's when the nigga's gonna be on my dick the heaviest. And don't be on my dick then. Because I would never let another person dictate when you're not a father. Like, if you're gonna be a parent, you're gonna be a parent. Now, this bitch don't want you to see me no more. That sounds like a fucking personal problem, because at the end of the day, I'm still your fucking wife, and these are still your kids. I don't come around you trying to fuck on you. That's you coming around me trying to fuck on me. So I've always laid it out for him, very simple, very plain. You can come see your kids. On Sunday, I cooked a dinner. I wanted to talk to him. You guys might think it's stupid, but I'm being real with y'all. I cooked a pork chop dinner, bitch, okay? And I was like, you can come over, we can talk. We can talk about your granny. We can talk whatever. Because every single time I fucking talk to him, he tells me I wasn't there for him when his granny passed. You're right, I wasn't. But you can come and see your kids. You can have some dinner here. Because at the end of the fucking day, just regardless of what we've been through and the fucked up shit that you've done to me, you're still my kid's father. You're still my husband. We still have all this history. We can sit down and have a fucking conversation for the kids, at least. But oh no, he can't be around me. He can't be around me. I guess his bitch, he told me, oh yeah, me and my girlfriend are gonna come over. I said, bitch, over my dead body, okay? So like I said, no, that bitch, she don't have to be around my kids. She don't have to be around my kids. And like I told you guys before, any other bitch in the world, the next bitch after her, the next bitch after her, because trust me, baby, if he wasn't loyal and faithful to me, he's not loyal and faithful to her. So whatever bitch comes after her, I don't care. It's the principle, and it's the fact that, bitch, you were the hoe that fucked on him knowing that he had a wife and 3 kids at home. Fuck you. Fuck your mama too, bitch, okay? You can't teach nothing to my daughters. You can't teach nothing to my son. You're the scum of the earth. And that is woman to fucking woman. Okay? So, he wants this bitch. This is the whole thing. Ever since I've been in Texas, he couldn't be a father unless this bitch was around his kids. I gave in because obviously I want him to be around his kids. But bitch, fuck all that. When he tried to play with me, coming over here, when his kids aren't even over here and trying to fuck with my relationship, and then on top of it, trying to keep my kids away from me, y'all, he did that shit to me. He turned the tables on me. And he didn't tell me where my kids were. He wouldn't let me talk to my kids. He turned that shit around on me. And you know what he kept telling me? Go be with your nigga. Go be with your nigga. Go be with your nigga. You love your nigga so much. Go be with your nigga. Like, bro, did you forget that you had a whole bitch? Like, you had a whole bitch this whole entire time? So you're mad because I moved on? Duh. What you want me to do? Sit here and cry and be sad because you have a bitch? No, nigga. I'm gonna move the fuck on. The fuck? But he just had to come and throw salt in the game over here. Which he did, but he didn't at the same time because Brandon obviously still trying to fuck with a bitch. But still, like, of course that shit did create problems and, oh my god, it was just a whole thing. But like I said, before y'all want to fucking go over there and fucking think, oh, he's so happy and healthy and fucking thriving and this and that, bitch, please. Okay? Bitch, please. Okay? Ain't nobody bitter. I came, I saw, I conquered. I know what it is. Like I told him. He left Florida. He left Florida knowing damn well his kids were there. He left. Thinking to himself that he can be an every other month dad. He'll see his kids when he can see his kids. So that's what the fuck he's gonna get. He gonna see his kids when he can see his motherfucking kids. And I'm not finna force no man to be a father. Okay? And a weird ass bitch with no kids in her 30s chasing after a married man. Bitch, you ain't finna play house with my babies. It's not finna happen, ho. The fuck? I didn't bring my kids into this world with you. Bitch, you ain't finna help me raise them. They don't need you. Okay? So, like I said, peace and blessings to the father of my kids. I wish you nothing but the best. I keep saying that, and I really fucking mean it from the bottom of my heart, because if I didn't wish people nothing but the best, I would receive nothing but, you know, I wouldn't keep receiving the good shit that God has for me in store. So, of course, I wish everybody nothing but the best. Excuse me. Even the people out here who have fucked me over, I wish y'all nothing but the best. But y'all need to leave me the fuck alone now. Now it's time to leave Olivia alone. Olivia's back in her bag. Olivia don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. Okay? That goes for anybody who's fucked me over. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay? I'm excited to see the next chapter. Me too. I'm excited too, y'all. I really am. Yeah. And if you guys ever wondered, like, oh, like his bitch can't be around the kids, but Brandon could be around the kids. I never wanted Brandon to be around my kids so early, but Brandon came around the time where Gerard was not trying to participate with the kids. Because when I first got to Texas, he wasn't trying to participate. He was doing his own fucking thing over there. So I had no choice but to have my kids with me 24/7. And now I see, as a single mother, you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. And if you get good vibes from a person, even though Brandon turned out to be a psychopath, he's not a psychopath as far as, like, he's not like a kid predator. He's not that type of psychopath. He's just not good with relationships, and he's not the one for me. Okay? So I had no choice at the time but to have him in my space, and my kids are in my space. But it's not like I was like, oh yeah, come play house with me, come be their new daddy, come. No, bitch. But I didn't have no choice, because, like I said, their father was not around, and, you know, a bitch finna move on. A bitch is finna, you know, do her own thing. You know what I mean? A bitch ain't never gonna sit here and just be lonely and just be, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Crying over a nigga. Like, no. Like, I'm gonna do that for a little while, but then I'm gonna, you know, Olivia, come on, let's go, bitch. Pick it up. You feel me? So that's the whole thing with Brandon. I never felt any type of way like he was gonna do anything to my kids. No, he's very good with my kids, and that's one of the reasons why I did fall in love with him, because he's very good with my kids. He actually, I think he loves my kids more than he loves me, bitch. Okay, and that's just how he is. He's a great uncle. Like, he talks to his niece and nephew all the time. Like, he's a great brother. He's a great person. He just has fucking relationship issues, bitch. And I ain't got time for it, okay? I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time to fix no man, okay? So, he can keep that shit over there. And I'm gonna keep my shit over here. Background check. Girl, I already background checked his ass, okay? I background checked his ass. Trust me. I know about this nigga. He's just a little cuckoo when it comes to a bitch, okay? He doesn't. See, that's a whole nother story. And I'm not going to tell Brandon's business, because I'm not that type of bitch. But he has been a father. But I'm not going to tell his business. I'm just going to leave it at that. He does not have no kids, but he has been a father. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not telling his business. You don't even know his real name. No, bitch. I do know his real name. Thank you. You don't know his real name. The fuck? No, I didn't meet Brandon off POF. I'm sorry. I know you guys keep saying that, but I didn't meet him off of there. Anyway, this has just turned into a whole nother conversation. I'm just done with the bullshit. Is his name Adrian? No. I'm just done with the bullshit. Where did you meet him? I already told you guys where I met him. No, we are not together. Nope. We are not together. Mm-mm. Yeah, he's a whole motherfucking riddle. He looks like a Derek. He does look like a Derek. No, I didn't meet him off of POF. I'm sorry. Wait, his name isn't Brandon? No, his name is not Brandon. No, it's not. So like I said, if he wants to come out here and try to expose me, I got some exposure for his ass. So let's just hope that he leaves me alone, that he takes the L like I've taken the L, and just move on with your life and let me move on with my life, because that's it. That's done. It's over with. I saw exactly what the fuck. Did you ask him if he exposed you? No. I haven't asked him about the sex tape. I wouldn't even ask him. He's such a liar. I wouldn't even ask him, bitch. Brandon is not his real name. No. Girl, he's still outside. I don't know if he's outside. He told me he was. I told him to go the fuck home. I don't want to see him. I don't want to fuck with him. I'm done. Yeah, don't ever talk to a nigga from a pizza place, okay? I love you too, Miss DD. If you guys want to know what happened to him, y'all need to rewind this live, watch it back. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it up, because if I can't monetize this shit, I'm not keeping it up.
Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon event is going on now. Click the link to get a king-size mattress for the price of a twin.
But I love y'all. I'm about to get up off here. I just had to tell y'all, my life is fucking crazy, and I'm just done with the bullshit. Like, I'm seriously done with the bullshit. I know I'm a good person, and like, there's only so much a person can take. And at this point, everybody, including my kid's fucking father, he needs to just leave me alone. He needs to just bow out. He chose his fucking bed. Now he needs to just go lay in it, and he needs to leave me be. Because even he's telling me, oh no, you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. Nigga, boo. Nigga, bye. Who can't go nowhere? You trying to keep me somewhere I don't want to be? Nigga, boo. I came here and I gave your ass a fair fucking chance to show me just what kind of father you could be to these kids. You got the CPS case, not me. I can't go nowhere. Okay. That's like telling a motherfucking butterfly she can't fly, bitch. I'ma fly wherever the fuck I wanna fly. And that's on period. Whew. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah. I love you guys so much though. Thank you. Carol, thank you so much for all your super chats. I really, really appreciate it, baby. Everybody on here who cuts for me and fucks with me. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to grab that knife, bitch. For everyone who cuts for me, I love you guys so much. So fucking much. And this is not another fucking thing my mama said. Mama Stella. She said this is not how your story ends. And this is not how my motherfucking story ends. Behind nobody. Okay? I write my motherfucking story. Shit. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye, guys. Go to bed. Go to bed.
This is Ebony Man 2K, a.k.a. that Jolly Rancher, a.k.a. Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and a.k.a. the King of Receipts. Well, in this video, we will take another look at what Liv's life is good for. Lying. That's right. Lying. She spent over an hour making up lies on her two love interests, Gerard and Brandon. Gerard has kicked her to the curb and found him another boo, so she is in her feelings about that. Brandon has seen firsthand how she be lying on her live and has already called her out for capping. Remember a couple months ago, Reality of Ming and I caught her in a lie about a claim that she owned a house in Florida. After I looked into it and brought my receipts, it showed that she was in a rent-to-own, but never completed the ownership part. This was in addition to not being on now deed or tax assessor record. It was clear that Liv's claim of home ownership was a big lie. Well, I suspect that all the claims made in this live are just the same. I will let you listen to an audio clip of her just yapping away so that you can separate game from truth. I will be in the chat room if you have any questions or just want to chop it up. After her audio clip, I have added one of my story times. This story time reveals how back in the day, I was on my Russell Simmons tip and started my own Def Jam poetry open mic in Atlanta. It was good shows, but I had high overhead. I had to replace the DJ with my own mixtape that I put on loop. One host offered to forego his initial rate for a higher rate later, and the other host agreed to a reduced rate, but split a shrimp platter with me, y'all. That's right. She split a shrimp platter with me for every show, and that's no cap. But hey, the show was a success. I had everything set up where all I had to do at the end of the show was say, thank you for coming out, God bless you, and good night. Just like Russell Simmons. In this video, I have added a featured performance from one of my favorite poets, Tommy Bottoms, who frequently performed at my open mic. I also added a performance of myself, performing spoken word from my Love Jones music session. And by the way, make sure you check out my Storytime playlist and my Good Vibes Only Music playlist on my homepage for more great content. Well, all right, this is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. One of my favorite artists that participated in my open mics was a guy by the name of Tommy Bottoms. I related to him because, like me, he was an educated brother who had street game, but more importantly, he always questioned the system and spoke truth to power in his material. I came across his YouTube channel that seems dormant, but I wanted to share with you a couple of audio clips that are profound, even though he spoke them over a decade ago. One performance talks about the manipulation of the judicial system in regards to crime. Two other pieces speak about the manipulation performed by major media. And the last one talks about slavery and the parallels of the prison industrial complex. Now, make sure you listen to his message closely, even if you have to play it multiple times. This brother is very deep and quick-witted, so you have to really pay attention to what he's saying. Tommy Bottoms, if you're out there listening, consider this to be a show of appreciation of your work, bro. Peace. After his performance, I have added two of my spoken word performances from my Love Jones music session. If you have not listened to my Love Jones music session, please do so. You don't want to miss it. It has various music artists on there with amazing songs. After I perform, I will then close with a short music video that captures the essence of my story time with Ebony Man 2K and serves to promote this series going forward. I will also be in the chat room if you have any questions or just want to chop it up with me. All right, y'all, let's get it.
9 to 5 grind just be weighing heavy on my mind. Cause see, them 2 15-minute breaks and a half-hour lunches don't be enough. So when I go home, I'll be ready to relax my dome and unwind and let my mind release by burning some green trees wrapped in a brown leaf. So on my way home to the crib, I hit the weed spot, give me a $20 bag of that gunfire, and hit the liquor store, get a box of Phillies and 2 tall cans of Budweiser. Now one day I'm sitting at the crib smoking a spliff, sipping my brews, and I happen to be flipping past the Embassy Nightly News, and I see this police chief giving some speech about he setting up some crime task force committee to help crack down on crime in the city, and at the end of his little soliloquy, he had the nerve to say that he wanted to send a message out to the people that crime don't pay. Now that's a bunch of bullshit. Because not only is it cliche to say that crime don't pay, but that's like a 400-pound fat man trying to jump a fence. It just doesn't make sense. See, crime is big business. Just look how many people who are employed by the judicial system, from the COs to the POs to the prosecuting attorneys to the bailiffs who guard the juries, the courtroom stenographer, the crime scene photographer, the 911 dispatcher, the fire clerks, the phone tappers, and can't forget about the forensic science to do the lab test, the people who manufacture the bulletproof vest, the ATF, the FBI, and the DEA. And if crime would have stopped tomorrow, all these people would be out of work the very next day. See, crime is just as important to the economy as any other commodity. See, when the crime rate does go down, how often does the police department lay off some of his officers? See, since crime is big business, they just get the politicians to create more laws to create more criminals. So they come up with some little slick shit like a seatbelt law with a cute catchphrase like click or a ticket and claim they want to save lives. But the truth is, they just want to get off in the nigga business, see what he's doing off in his ride. You know, hopefully they catch him riding dirty with some weed, stashed in seats, around with a suspended license, doing a little drinking and driving. But if you really want to cut down on drinking and driving, then why isn't it required that you have to take a breathalyzer before you leave the bar or the club? Because see, they'd rather for you to get off in the streets and have to deal with the police, and that's how they maintain their job security. And these correctional facilities turning niggas into modern day slaves, they paying them way below the minimum wage. So they pay a prisoner 15 cents an hour to press out your license plates. But when you go to the DMV, it costs you $200 or $300 for them exact same license plates. So don't tell me that crime don't pay, because every other day they shut down for school because of city budget cuts. But when was the last time you heard of a prison going bankrupt? Then they got these fucked up cocaine laws where they give you 2 years for powder, 10 years for rock. But the truth is, they don't ever want to see the dope game stop. Because see, a drug is a drug, whether it's crack or Prozac. They got these little children addicted to Ritalin, but you never see no pharmaceutical company being portrayed as no villain. I mean, what if they made all the legal drugs illegal? You had niggas making rap videos about how they stand on the corner slinging nicotine patches and serving up 8 balls of Demerol and slinging keys of Viagra all the way to Florida to Alaska. But see, that's never gonna happen. Because see, rich white folks never allow themselves to be given the same status as some ghetto crack addict. See, prisons are built for the poor and uneducated. That's why they represent more than 90% of the population that's incarcerated. See, half of them don't care they slaves, the other half don't know. So prison just becomes a revolving door for the unskilled and the poor, which just creates more job security for the CEOs, the wards, and the criminal defense lawyers. And even the district attorney got his hand inside the cake, prosecuting cases of people he know are innocent just to get them caught up in the system. Because see, prison is big business. There's more people in prison in America than anywhere else in the world, yet this is supposed to be the land of the free. See, can't nobody tell me that crime don't pay. I mean, what if you're a criminal defense lawyer, you make 6 figures a year, do you really want to see crime go away? Hell no. You'd rather see people living in poverty because poverty breeds crime. The more crime means the bigger the house, the bigger the boat, and the better the Rolex watch. And while the kids get to go off to college, poor kids go off to the school of hard knocks. Now, I'm all about peace, but fuck the police, and especially chief police in this bullshit speech about how crime don't pay. Because pretty soon there won't be nobody left to lock up. Then what? You just left with a fucked up nation. The police all patrolling one big plantation. Everybody just sitting around waiting for another Emancipation Proclamation like it's 1863. See, everything I see leads me to believe that there's a very thin line between breaking the law and being the law, because see, laws are made to be broken. So you can't tell me some of these judicial officials, they secretly hoping that niggas don't open up their eyes and realize that the only way to beat the system is to stay out of the system. So I'm no longer giving them shit. I'm gonna make sure I stay legit, because I don't belong in no prison. So the next time a cop pulls me over, I better tell him to suck on these 9 inches and get fucked with no foreplay, because I understand the game and I know that crime pays, and I know this the land of the thief and the home and the slave, and I know America got 1,000,001 ways to get paid. So the last thing I'm trying to hear is a motherfucker tell me that crime don't pay. Man, they write history books about crooks, from Jesse James to John Dillinger. Man, they was notorious gunslingers. And when John Gotti died, they marched through the city like he was some type of slain world leader. And these drug dealers go out and buy Mercedes and Lexus, but nobody ever asked Mercedes and Lexus to forfeit 20% of their profit, because 20% of their product was bought with drug money. They don't give a shit where the money comes from. Just keep it coming. That's how the economy works. Buying and selling. So it doesn't doesn't matter if it comes from a college graduate or a two-time felon. So, Mr. Chief of Police, I have to disagree with your bullshit speech that crime don't pay. Because if no people no longer sell dope, steal, and rob, your ass will be out of a fucking job. And I bet you change what you got to say, because you already know that crime definitely pays. Peace on that, y'all. You sure? I know this is for TV. I shouldn't be up here drinking, man. But they'll edit it out later, maybe. You put a blur in front of it or something. You know what I mean? I just stand here like this. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I'm gonna just do 2 very long poems, so just hang in there with me. I'm gonna tell you off the rip. They long as hell. And I'm gonna take my time, you know what I mean? Cause shit, when you go to work, you don't start as soon as you get there, you know what I'm saying? So chill a little bit too. Alright. When I say ladies and you say gentlemen, ladies and when I say ladies and you say gentlemen, ladies and now I ain't never needed a pen and the paper to paint a perfect picture, but I can still give you a vivid description of what I'm spitting just over some raw talent and good diction. So look, ladies and gentlemen, play close attention and listen as I give you a quick description how the media big pimping, rely on the people's ignorance, decrease their profits, their revenues, and stockholder dividends, because they all about them Benjamins, baby. So look, ladies and gentlemen, most of these rappers cannot get major record label backing unless they can market themselves as being murderers or drug traffickers. But I'm going to go ahead and drop the news on most of these dudes, because see, most of these rappers are just actors. See, selling dime bags of weed on your mama's front porch does not really qualify you as being a drug lord. But see, these children, they mostly looking and not listening. So they're not really paying attention to the fact that most of these rappers are just pretending. See, all they see is the diamonds glistening, the rims spinning, so little inner city children go up. Then the only way to get rich is through rapping or drug dealing. So look, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call class warfare. And the name of the game is to profit off of other people's pain. That's why you can slang in your white tee, bang in your white tee, kill 12 people, just do it over tight beats. See, the object is to keep the mass of the people dumb, so they hypnotize the young with the sound of the drum. See, these record labels, they're no longer looking for MCs. They just looking for a rapper with a tight beat and a rap sheet and an entourage that can pack heat. That's because the hottest rapper in the street is the rapper with the most beef. So keep them hooks simple, don't say nothing too deep. And that's when the record label radio station step in and pretend that they gotta defend the rapper's right to freedom of speech. So they'll allow you to say whatever hell you want, as long as you don't say nothing bad about Jewish people and fags. Because see, those are the main decision makers, those radio stations and major record labels. I mean, what you think would happen if Snoop Dogg started rapping about shooting some Jewish guy in the eye in a drive-by, then kidnapping the rabbi and getting him high to try to convince him that the Holocaust is a lie? Snoop Dogg can definitely kiss his career bye-bye. And that's on the for shizzle, my nizzle. But them exact same people in power quick to bite their tongue when it comes to glorifying the horrifying lifestyles of the inner city slums. They have no problem telling your kids to get rich or die trying. They ain't nothing unless they rockin' platinum and diamonds. Convincing the children that it's cool to be a villain, because real niggas do real things and they scared to go to prison. And look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very ignorance of the radio station is spinning and making and killing all a sudden of your children. But all actuality, that is just the microcosm of a much larger problem. See, all the major media that you see, from radio to TV, is actually all controlled by like 4 or 5 companies. Which means if you have not learned to think for yourself, your very view of the world that you're living in is actually controlled by somebody else's opinion. See, the corporate elite, they have a vested interest in keeping the average American citizen at a certain level of ignorance. See, the less educated you are, the less they have to pay you to perform low-level jobs. So they already know everybody's not going to grow to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a CEO. Because if everybody making CEO dough, Then who gonna clean the toilets, flip the burgers, and scrub the floors? See, capitalism is a machine, which means somebody gotta be the oil. So the purpose of the media is to kind of keep the people passive and constantly feed the people's addiction for television. That way you never had to worry about no questioning the system. And to maintain that status quo, they make sure the people get healthy doses of videos, talk shows, and reality TV. And if you're old as me, you remember when TV talk shows used to actually tackle tough topics. But now they just been dumbed down to getting the paternity test to see who's the baby's father. And the object is to keep your mind idle. That's why it's no coincidence that the most popular show on TV is American Idol. Because idle mind, the devil's workshop, where they constantly build bigger and better TVs, increase the amount of TV that you watch. And since you want to cop everything you see on TV, you work a job you don't like to buy shit you don't need. Cause you constantly trying to keep up with them Joneses, them Sean Puffy Combses. You got folk who make 80 grand a year, but they 2 checks from being homeless. So look, ladies and gentlemen, the only reason television exists is to sell you shit. Why you think a 30-minute TV show has 15 minutes worth of commercials? That's because the commercials are the main attraction. The actual TV show itself is just there as a distraction to keep you watching just long enough to pinpoint your demographic and your particular spending habit. Do not think it was no accident that they got you to convert from the cash to the plastic. Now they can always electronically track your every purchase. Not that your life means anything. It's just good for market research. And I know the truth hurts, but whether you like it or not, we have all become proud citizens of the United States of big business, because this is America, y'all. Land of the pimps, home of the hustlers, where nobody's really a citizen, just a potential customer. And the national motto is F you, pay me, because they all about them Benjamins, baby. Alright, this is for all the people to be like, man, every time I see you, Tom, you got a drink in your hand. Well, there you go. Buy me one next time, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Alright, there's some drinkers in here. I'm the only one. Bartender, is any other drinkers in here? Oh, okay. Like 1 or 2? Okay. This is for the 1 or 2 other people. You gonna drink with me? Alright, that's what's up. You probably gonna want to do more than drink, man. You know what I'm saying? I do that too, though. I do that too. I ain't even gotta say what it is. Could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Now they tried to make me go to rehab. I said, I knew it was a couple more drinkers up in here. You know what I'm talking about? I knew. Stop playing. All right. Now, when it comes to the ability to combine thought-provoking concepts in a rhyme, Tommy Bottoms is way ahead of his time. So, in celebration of my greatness, from time to time, I typically have a taste of tequila as a toast to my talent for telling the truth. But in the process of putting together all these dope double entendres, dropping some heavy shit for your medulla oblongata, Tommy Bottoms is getting some static. You know what I mean? Tommy Bottoms has developed a slight drinking problem. But I'm not just a heavy drinker. See, I'm a heavy thinker. So I marinate my mind in some barley and hops, and I jump off into some deep thought. See, I'm an inebriated genius with a Jose Cuervo flow. Call me the Black Al Capone, because I'm a modern day wordplay bootlegger, and I ain't looking to dry out. See, I smuggled all my rhymes across that Mason-Dixon line. Now they call me the new mouth of the South. See, I am a socially conscious alcoholic. I keep up on current issues and worldviews over a couple of cold brews. And then I put together my pure thoughts in the form of a poem and present the people with my particular point of view. So if doing damage to my liver helps the people become better thinkers, then baby, bring on the cirrhosis. Cause my soul is so ferocious, man. Fuck some rehab, and I ain't looking for no AA. Cause if I can get 20 million citizens to wake up and pay attention and listen to this bullshit double talk that these politicians be spitting, then death is a small price to pay. Cause I am a drunken political pundit. No need to call a politician a pimp, cause that just sounds redundant. But what I will say is, regardless if you're a Republican or a Democrat, politics is just a game, and all politics is lie, and they act like they on different teams, but believe they on the same side. And the reason why is because a politician's primary objective is to get reelected. So they'll say whatever they gotta say in order to survive, do whatever it takes to keep their career in politics alive. But there's no need to worry. You see, these big corporations, the special interests, are doing everything possible to make sure y'all get the best government money can buy. How else you think these politicians can afford to dress so fly? They out here balling on the campaign trail, popping bottles of champagne, eating lobster tail, living rock star lifestyles, having domestic policy orgies in the Oval Office, fucking you right in the face because you refuse to see the obvious. And the reason you don't notice the distortion, because they got you sidetracked and distracted with polarizing issues like gay marriage and abortion. So while y'all run around here protesting, debating whether it's a woman's right to choose or whether Gary can marry Larry or Sherry can marry Linda, the job you had for the last 10 years just got shipped off to India. But I know you don't want to put your trust in no drunk. It's all right. Ain't no need to listen to me. Just keep on listening to them gangsters in the mafia. Excuse me. Those gangsters in the media. See, they be pumping you so full of fear, got you believing everything that they feeding you. Like them dudes at Fox News. They just gangsters in blue suits. Got you so scared to death that you're ready to call the coroner. They got you believing there's a terrorist and a child predator standing on every single corner who can't wait to have sex with your young little daughter. But it's just like those Bill O'Reilly types. They always ready to declare war on something where they ain't never been in a fight. Just up there bumping his lips together like two Frisco dykes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Now, excuse me for my rudeness and my crudeness. See, I'm just up here rhyming under the influence, but I'm never too intoxicated to get behind the wheel of your mind. I would drive a point all the way home, have y'all thinking outside the lines. So before you start yelling fuck Bush, make sure you put on a rubber. Because the government and the media are in an open relationship with each other. And before I go any further, I need everybody to flag down the closest waitress, because I'm about to give everybody a shot of truth, straight up with no chaser. Now listen. The American media is the fourth branch of the government, and the important role that they play is the kind to keep the people in check and completely off balance. That way the other three branches can do whatever they want to do, remain relatively unchallenged. That's because the American public is only concerned about the next celebrity scandal or the next high-profile murder case or the latest LAPD high-speed car chase. And while you sidetracked and distracted with all that, your government just passed the Patriot Act. Now your phones is getting tapped, but they pumped you so full of fear, you don't see nothing wrong with that. That's because the media and the politicians have sold y'all on the slogan that Americans love their freedom. And that is the ultimate lie. Because Americans don't love freedom. Americans love to be pacified. Because all you need is an Xbox and an iPod, a laptop, and a credit card. American Idol on Wednesday, Starbucks, Nicole Richie. And you know we need our DVDs, cable TV on the big screen, ABC, NBC, BET, and MTV. Who really needs civil liberties when you got ringtones on your phone and PlayStation 3? See, you didn't all drink from the Kool-Aid, so now you become addicted to all these technology trinkets. You ain't nothing but a go-go gadget savage. You used to like having sex on the beach. Now you just surf the web for head. Look at the law going with a lovely lady who's looking to have a couple of BlackBerry babies. But it's your lust for all these electronic lovers is the reason why you no longer have to worry about the watchful eye of Big Brother. So they put cameras on all our cell phones. So now we just out here watching each other. Nigga, that's gangster. But it is time for the watch to become the watchers. You got to start paying attention how these politicians and media moguls be moving like mobsters. Stop thinking that the Bloods and the Crips got some beef. Real gangster shit go down between Madison Avenue and K Street. And I know some of y'all probably think, man, this nigga drink way too much. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. But that's cool. Because see, the difference between me and most of you is I can always say I'm too drunk to notice the government abuse. But most of y'all sitting in here bone dry sober, your government still getting over. So tell me what exactly is your excuse. But it's the Black Al Capone, the new mouth of the South. I'm about ready to sign out because I'm about to ride out to Waffle House, go get me something to eat. But before I leave, I need a little more time to think. So bartender, go and hook me up with another goddamn drink. Yeah. Now, my primary purpose in poetry is to tick some people off. So I'm hoping somebody get offended with these words that I'm spitting. That way I know I'm doing my job. Because when it comes to this mic game, I ain't got time to play. So you gonna hear no raunchy talk about how I make the coochie pop, my AK spray. Got way too many other things I need to say. Because I'm the new millennium field nigga with the article to Kente. I'm the runaway slave that got away. Told master to get up off my tip and where he can stick his resume and his 401k. I know 401 other ways to get paid. So never allow nobody ever to lead you to believe that they ever bought a slave. Because basically the business of slavery is way too profitable for it to ever be stoppable. See, America simply reinvented the definition of slavery by really taking race out of the equation in order to increase the size of their plantation. So now, regardless of your ethnic or racial persuasion or your religious affiliation, every one of you now have the opportunity to work on master's plantation. Because anybody that works a job that pays them anything that close to minimum wage can go ahead and consider themselves a slave. See, the biggest misconception with slavery is that the slaves ain't get paid. That the slaves didn't get a paycheck, they definitely got paid. So they got the leftover food. Their master didn't want to consume, a few clothes, and a place to stay. And that's exactly what you get with minimum wage. You get just enough sustenance to give you the guts to get up and do it again the next day. 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and every other Sunday. And massa no longer got to beat the slaves to make them behave. Now they just dock your pay or mess with your sick days or put you on that 12 to 6 graveyard shift. Got you busting your back from dusk to dawn, but you still don't have a phone and can barely keep your lights on. So in order for those little extra crumbs of life, sometimes the slaves afford to resort to commit petty crimes. You see, those slaves lived back in the day, not only were they brave, but they had to live bold, because whenever that weather got blistering cold, those same slaves had to break into master's home and steal warm blankets and extra clothes. And that's the very reason why, this very day and time, they still associate black people with crime, which brings me to the 13th Amendment, which clearly mentions that slavery was the boss for all persons except for those convicted of a crime. So plantations become penitentiaries or correctional facilities where the state pays the inmate 8 cents an hour, provides them with food, clothes, and a shower, a place to stay. And that's when the warden forces that prison to produce products that the state turns right back around and sells in the open market. That's slavery 101, baby, regardless of what you want to call it. I mean, what if all these Walmart stores existed back in the year 1712? Who in the hell you think would have been working the cash registers and stocking the shelves? See, it doesn't matter if you're just a prisoner pressing out license plates in the prison system, or just some burger flipping, tomato picking Mexican immigrant, or just some auto factory worker working up in Flint, Michigan. Slavery is the heartbeat of capitalism, and capitalism is the beast that don't sleep. That's why there's cocaine on every corner and 24-hour TV.
This is Everyday Man 2K. This poem is titled Brother to the Night from the movie Love Jones. And it goes a little something like this. Say, baby, can I be your slave? I've got to admit, girl, you're the shit, girl. And I'm digging you like a grave. Now, do they call you daughter to the spinning pulsar? Or maybe queen of 10,000 moons? Sister to the distant yet rising star? Is your name Yemiya? Oh, hell no. It's got to be Oshun. Ooh, is that a smile me put on your face, child? Wide as a field of jasmine and clover? Talk that talk, honey. Walk that walk, money. High on legs that'll spite Jehovah. But they call me brother to the night. And right now, I'm the blues in your left thigh, trying to become the funk in your right. Who am I? I'll be whoever you say. But right now, I'm the sight rape hunter, blindly pursuing you as my prey. And I just want to give you injections of sublime erections and get you to dance to my rhythm. Make you dream archetypes of black angels in flight upon wings of distorted, contorted, metaphoric jism. Come on, Slim. Forget your man. I ain't worried about him. It's you who I want to step to my scene. Because rather deal with the fallacy of this dry ass reality, I'd rather dance and romance your sweet ass in a wet dream. Who am I? Well, they call me brother to the night. And right now, I'm the blues in your left thigh, trying to become the funk in your right. Is that all right? This is Ebony Man 2K, and I thank you. This is Ebony Man 2K. I will be reciting the poem called I Am Looking at Music and written by Nina Mosley. This poem was featured in the movie Love Jones, and it goes something like this. It is the color of light, the shape of sound high in the evergreens. It lies suspended in hills, a blue line in a red sky. I am looking at sound. I am hearing the brightness of hibiscus and almond trees. I am tasting the wilderness of lakes, rivers, and streams, caught in an angle of song. I am remembering water that glows in the dawn, the motion tumbled in earth, life hidden in mounds. I am dancing a bright beam of light. I am remembering love. This is Everyday Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka that dude who be having the receipts. Before we begin, the membership program for my channel has been approved by YouTube and has been added with PayPal and Cash App as another option to express your support for me and this channel. I ask that you go ahead and join today and make yourself an official Day 1 member of Ebony Man 2K. There is a join button on the homepage and links in the description box and at the top of my comment section. You will get an official members only badge, and I will be adding exclusives from time to time for you to access as a members only participant. Now, the price that I set is reasonable, and it's less than a 2-piece dinner from Popeyes, especially if you get the strawberry drink. So, go ahead and join, get your badge, and make them haters start crying like a baby. You know how they do. Wah, 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 wah. Why you like Ebony Man? Wah, wah, wah. We don't want you to like Ebony Man. Wah, wah, wah. And you take that badge and say, look, I rock with Ebony Man 2K the long way. Because not only is he funny to me, but that brother is thorough and he be on point with his presentations, especially with his receipts. So you either get with the program or you get to stepping and go kick a can down the street, because that would be a better use of your time than you trying to convince me to go against Ebony Man 2K. I got Ebony Man 2K's back 100%. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the main purpose of membership. It is to bear witness to the public that we are going to enjoy ourselves on this channel, and we got each other's back 100%. Okay, let's get it, y'all. This is Ebony Man 2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EBMN EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Thanks. And one more thing. The Super Chat is on in the chat room, and it serves as another means of donating and expressing yourself. The Super Chat button is located under the chat window. Thanks.